this video, we'll talk about the beginner's guide to juicing. Juicing has a lot to offer that will benefit your health and well-being. Juicing can make you feel better in so many ways. Your mom probably told you repeatedly, eat your vegetables. Maybe you hid the spinach beneath the mashed potatoes. Kids do that. Now, however, you know how important eating more fruits and vegetables is to your optimal health. They're known to reduce the risk of certain cancers, heart disease, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure. They are filled with the vitamins and minerals you need to remain healthy and full of energy. It's a simple fact that the more fruits and vegetables you eat, the more you enjoy the benefits. You should be eating more than 5 servings every day. That sounds close to impossible, doesn't it? This is where juicing comes in. We can't always consume all the fruits and vegetables we need. Juicing concentrates the produce so that 1 glass can serve as the equivalent of several pieces of fruit and vegetables. Juicing makes it easier to enjoy the benefits of fruit and vegetables. Here's how it works. A juicer extracts all the liquid and discards everything else. So what you're left with is highly concentrated fruit and vegetable juice. A blender mashes the whole fruits and vegetables but leaves the fiber. We'll talk more about the difference between juicing and blending later because they both have their benefits. This video will show you how to incorporate juicing into your healthy lifestyle. Juices can serve as a vibrant meal replacement, but you need solid foods as well. We'll discuss why and how to go about enjoying a juice cleanse. Juicing versus blending. These days, people are becoming more aware of the effects that the foods they consume have on their body and entire life. This is definitely a step in the right direction. Every study over the past few decades indicates that many of us are overfed and undernourished. We are eating all the wrong foods. As the current juicing craze gains momentum, it's important to discuss the difference between juicing and blending. Juicing, as we've discussed, separates the juice from fiber, leaving you with a heavy concentration of plant-based nutrients. Your body gets a heavy shot of vitamins and minerals. Not surprisingly, you need a juicer to extract juice from fruits and vegetables. Blending processes the entire fruit or vegetable, simply creating a different form of the same thing. You blend a carrot, you get a carrot, albeit in a liquid smoothie form. It's not concentrated like juicing. It does, however, retain all the needed fiber that juicing removes. Juicing provides more concentrated nutrition. You use more produce to get that glass of juice, so it's more expensive. Blending gives you all the benefits of produce along with the fiber. Both have their uses depending on what you're trying to achieve. As a general rule of thumb, the amount of fruits and vegetables needed for 1 glass of juice will provide you 3 glasses of blended smoothies. Since blending retains fiber, which slows down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, blending might be an excellent option if you're watching your sugar intake. When you blend, you can also add different types of food to the blender, such as yogurt or nuts. Both juicing and blending are an excellent way to consume more fruits and vegetables. If you're feeling sneaky, it's a great opportunity to get some vegetables and fruits into your finicky little eaters. Actually, if they help with the process of juicing, they're likely to become more interested in eating the whole thing. Juicing and blending let you use up produce that is ready to wilt. However, one or the other may be better for certain types of fruits and vegetables. Let's take a look at what type of produce is best juiced or blended. Either method will give you some inherently superior goodness, but there are times one method is better, although all fruits and vegetables can be juiced. For juicing fruits, try papaya, all citrus fruits, apples, pineapples, and grapes. For blending, less juicy fruits work best, such as avocados, bananas, peaches, all berries, and mangoes. Of course, you can pick more than one for a heavenly blend. For juicing vegetables, try tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, green leafy vegetables, and cabbage. Use vegetables with lots of fiber for blending, such as kale, spinach, and any squash. Adding some citrus fruit to your kale or spinach can remove some of the bitterness. Whenever you blend, remember to add water, coconut milk, or yogurt. In this video, we'll talk about the science of juicing. Juicing is one of the quickest growing and most popular health trends. We know that fresh vegetables and fruits are necessary to our health. They contain the vitamins and enzymes that our bodies need to thrive. Fresh juice is an excellent way to counteract our nutrition-challenged Western diet. Processed sugars and flours, unhealthy fats, and cholesterol-laden foods have turned our once healthy bodies into weak shadows of their former selves. Instead of sustaining our health, our modern diet is increasing our vulnerability to diseases and is depleting us of energy. When you add lack of exercise and environmental toxins to the equation, juicing certainly provides a much-needed weapon against today's lifestyle. Fresh vegetables and fruits can help get our health back on track. They should be the mainstay of our diet, enjoyed in different ways each day. We can all benefit from increasing our intake of fresh produce. The good news is that juicing provides us with concentrated wholesomeness. We get more health benefits in a glass of juice than we could possibly get by eating an apple or orange. What is not immediately evident is that juicing our produce robs them, and us, of the fibers we need to stay healthy. Nature intended for us to bite into its rich bounty. Juicing removes fiber from produce. In effect, it separates all those glorious vitamins and antioxidants from the fiber. And fiber is an important part of a healthy diet. The importance of fiber. Nature packages the energy and nutrients in fresh foods with fiber. Fiber plays many important roles in our health. What role does fiber play in our health? Quite an important one, as it turns out. Fiber removes toxic waste from our colon. It keeps cholesterol from getting into our bloodstream. It makes us feel full after eating, thus helping us eat less and lose weight. It slows down sugar absorption into our bloodstream, a serious problem for pre-diabetics or diabetics. It improves overall digestive functions. So fruits, vegetables, and fiber are all a good thing, but juicing separates them. As a juicer pulverizes the produce into a contracted juice, it strips away much of the fiber. In a way, the juicer can process produce in much the same way processed foods have their nutrients removed, which means the juicer is processing the food instead of our own digestive system. Fruit juice, of course, contains fructose, a natural sugar. However, our body can't distinguish between natural and unnatural sugars, so a constant craving for sweet juice can actually lead to weight gain instead of weight loss. There is no denying that juices provide nutrient-dense calories that our bodies crave. That's why juicing is so beneficial. It especially lets us enjoy the benefits of healthy vegetables we otherwise might not touch. For instance, you may not enjoy the taste of kale or spinach and thus avoid eating these important vegetables. However, when they are juiced along with other ingredients, you derive the benefit of these power foods in a very pleasant way. Blending different fruits and vegetables is very much a part of juicing. However, unless you're doing a short-term cleanse, we'll be discussing cleanses in another chapter, be aware that juicing should become a part of a healthier, more robust lifestyle. It should not replace every meal for any length of time. It's one of the best ways of getting all the nutrition we need for maximum health and energy. For example, 2 cups of carrot juice, very doable, has the nutritional equivalence of 8 pounds of carrots. You surely don't want to eat those 8 pounds of carrots in one sitting, whereas you can enjoy 2 cups easily. However, you still need fiber when you're juicing. That means that along with juicing, you should be eating foods high in fiber, such as whole, fresh fruits and vegetables, oatmeal, and legumes such as lentils and beans. These foods are the perfect complement to your juicing diet. Juicing is wonderful when used as a fast food, a quick, very potent and nutritious meal with all the juicers on the market. We'll discuss them in a later chapter as well. You'll be juicing it in no time and loving it. Why juicing? Juicing extracts juices from vegetables and fruits. Instead of eating your produce, you're left with only the liquid to drink. Remember, that little citrus reamer your grandmother used to squeeze you a glass of fresh orange juice? Grandma was juicing. Of course, juicers have come a long way since then, although grandma's little gadget can still come in handy. Why is juicing more important today than ever? Because unfortunately, a typical Western diet consists of up to 60% processed foods. That's more than half. 30% of our diet is meats and dairy, which provides needed protein, but we need more than protein to thrive. You may notice that leaves exactly 10% for fruits and vegetables. Not nearly enough. Our bodies lack the proper food balance. That may be fine when you're 12 years old and are made up of pure energy, but by the time you reach the northern part of your 20s, your body starts paying a heavy price. How juicing helps your body. Plant-based foods consist of micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals you need to act and feel your best. These micronutrients help protect you against disease and warding off infections. Even if you inherited divine genes, you still need to maintain them. Your parents may have handed you sheer gold, but it'll turn to rust if you don't give your body the fuel it requires. Juicing lets you reboot to better health. No matter what condition you're in, the time to start is now. Juicing is the best way to detox your body, improve your immune system, start losing weight, ease any gut problems, and enjoy more energy than you'd ever thought possible. Juicing and detoxing. Our bodies try to detox every day when we use the bathroom or sweat. It knows what to do, but when you don't give it the fuel it needs, it can't do a proper job. Our skin, liver, and kidney are all tools for eliminating toxins, but an unhealthy lifestyle can make it difficult. Pollution, drugs, alcohol, and a poor diet can create an overload of toxins inside of us. And when our body can't eliminate toxins naturally, it starts to store them, where they nibble away at our immune system, tissues, and organs, causing serious health problems. We are natural plant eaters. Our forefathers gathered whatever plants and berries they could every day. Hunting down some meat happened a lot less often, and nothing was processed. Today, we've turned from a mostly plant-based diet to consuming more and more processed foods, meats, and fats. Over 30% of American men and women suffer from obesity while still lacking vital nutrients. As we pointed out, they are overfed and undernourished. We crave sugars and fats, and that's okay. We celebrate with cake and commiserate with a pint of ice cream. An occasional slice of cheesecake does no harm. However, junk food can become a habit, and we don't even realize it. We order a pizza because everyone else does. This leaves our health at serious risk. Juicing will not only give our bodies a fighting chance as we get used to the taste of various fruits and vegetable juices, we will start craving them. We get the similar feeling of satisfaction from drinking delicious juices that we used to get from chomping down on a potato chip. That's when we start to feel and look better. You can start slow. As the great Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu said, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Start your journey by juicing a glass in the morning to go with your breakfast. And eat well for the rest of the day. When you feel ready, you can have a glass of juice replace an entire meal. You still need fiber and protein, so don't rely on juice for all your nutrients unless you're doing a short-term cleanse. We will discuss that separately. What if you're not ready to start juicing? Perhaps you don't feel ready for juicing. You may like the concept, but you aren't quite willing to forego the fast food burger at lunch, the pizza delivery when you get home, and those nachos while watching the game. That's okay. It's your decision. However, this is when you might need a glass of juice the most. While you're consuming all those toxins, your energy's lagging. You aren't feeling as well as you could. Why not give your body the ammunition it needs and a fighting chance? With at least one glass of concentrated juice a day, preferably more, the additional nutrition can help counteract some of the toxins. So, if you must, have that pizza, but have a glass of concentrated juice as well. In this video, we'll discuss about store-bought and homemade juices. Okay, perhaps you're convinced that consuming more juice can have a tremendously positive effect on your health. You're determined to make juices a daily habit. That's great. But what about all those beautifully bottled juices lining the shelves at the supermarket? Why not simply stock up and avoid all the juicing hassle? Yes, those processed juices are certainly convenient, but they are pasteurized and depleted of nutrients. Consider this. If you found out carrots were good for you, would you opt for fresh carrots or a chicken pot pie filled with processed carrots? Bottled juices are processed much like all other processed foods. This is exactly what fresh juicing is designed to avoid. Possible problems with bottled juices. 1. The process of bottling these juices can decrease the amount of important juice nutrition. 2. You have no control over the fruits and vegetables being processed. These bottled juices may contain pesticides or other chemicals. For juicing, organic, fresh off the farm is best. 3. You can't even be certain the produce has been cleaned properly. 4. If you are purchasing fruit concentrates, you may be buying little more than sugar water. 5. For juices sold in cans, these cans add acids and other chemicals that can blend into the juices. 6. Bottled juices lose potency as it sits on the shelf. Exactly how many nutrients are left in that juice that may have been shelved for a month, you simply don't know. Since some juice bottlers add artificial flavorings, bottled juice will forever remain mystery juice. 8. Bottled juices are expensive. You're paying around $3 for one helping of juice. Juices made in your juicer. Compare the bottled juices with juices prepared fresh in your kitchen. 1. Homemade juices contain all the natural vitamins and enzymes of the original fruit. Nothing is lost. 2. You can mix and match fruits and vegetables according to your taste. If you want to add juice to your life, make sure the juice is as fresh and uncontaminated as possible. Buy fresh. Types of juicers. Once you've decided to incorporate juicing into your life, you'll need to determine what type of juicer is best for you. A juicer is a machine that extracts juice from fruits and vegetables. You'll want to pick the right one for your needs. Size and ease of cleaning should be a consideration. Juicers can vary in cost, and the initial outlay may be a financial burden. While usually you get what you pay for, we recommend getting started on your juice regimen as soon as possible and buying an inexpensive juicer to start. Save up for a better, costlier juicer, and you'll be ready by the time your inexpensive machine falls apart. As an alternative to a full-size juicer, there are many less expensive travel-size juicers available, such as the Magic Bullet. This is an excellent machine that makes 1 cup of juice at a time. We'll discuss it in detail later. First, understand that a juicer and a blender are 2 different machines. As we've discussed, a juicer extracts juice while removing fiber, while a blender creates a pulp-like smoothie with all the original ingredients intact. Both machines have their uses, and in this video, we'll be discussing juicers only. By the way, juicers are frequently given as wedding gifts to people who have no interest in using them. Check with your friends and family to see if someone has a juicer gathering dust. They may be happy to get it off their hands, and you could end up with a free juicer. Centrifugal juicers. These are one of the less expensive types of juicers and perhaps do less than an optimal job. They process the produce by disposing of the pulp and straining the juice. They're relatively fast, but they don't always get all the juice, thus making for moister pulp. It may not be the best juicer type for low liquid fruits like bananas and avocados. Hurom HAE Slow Juicer. Definitely one of the most expensive juicers at just under $700. What makes the Hurom HAE unique is its slowness. The juicer rotates slowly, much like grandma's orange squeezer, thus getting all the pure flavor. It gets every drop of juice from the produce and leaves nothing but extra dry pulp. It has an internal brush for self-cleaning. Breville BJE 430 SIL, the Juice Fountain Cold. This is a top-of-the-line centrifugal juicer at under $200. It does have some great features other centrifugal juicers do not, and its legion of fans swear by it. The Breville BJE 420 SIL has a low and a high speed. Its super wide 3-inch chute lets you insert large chunks of produce without chopping. Best of all, it makes up to 70 ounces of juice. Its handy juice jug can store juice in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. This means you get more juices in less time, since you don't need to juice as often. Breville JE98XL Juice Fountain Plus 850-watt juice extractor. This little powerhouse costs under $150, has a wide feeding chute, stainless steel cutting blades, and will get you 8 ounces of juice in 5 seconds. It provides 30% more juice than most other centrifugal juicers. Comes with a cup and cleaning brush. Gourmia GJ750 Wide Mouth Fruit Centrifugal Juicer 850 Watt Juice Extractor. The Gourmia GJ750 has an extra wide opening for large pieces of fruit and vegetables, saving you cutting and chopping time. It can make 2 cups of juice at once and is very easy to clean. It comes with a free juicing recipe book. At under $50, it's an excellent buy. Masticating Juicers. Masticating juicers, or cold-pressed juicers, press the juices through a strainer. They have a lower speed than centrifugal juicers, and as a result, extract more juice and retain more nutrients. They tend to work better for leafy vegetables. They're more expensive, but they end up providing more juice. They can save you money in the long run. Omega J8006 Nutrition Center Masticating Dual-Stage Juicer Juice Extractor. This is a slow juicer that yields a high volume of juice. It's worth the just under $300 price tag. The slow speed preserves most of the nutrients and allows you to store the juice for up to 3 days. Can also chop nuts into peanut butter, prepare baby food, grind coffee, and make fresh pasta with an attachment. It's a hard worker at any price. The Aicok 3 Slow Juicer Extractor. The $159.99 Aicok is compact and can be stored easily. It can also be cleaned in the dishwasher. Its large feeder lets you insert whole fruit, saving you from chopping and cutting. It really extracts the juice from the fruit and is an excellent buy for the money. Omega VRT350 Heavy-Duty Dual-Stage Vertical Single Auger Low-Speed Juicer. Not cheap at over $400, the Omega works at a very low speed to retain maximum nutrition. The pulp is ejected automatically, making the cleanup easier. Its small size doesn't take up much counter space, and as a bonus, it juices nuts without a problem. Personal juicers. An excellent way to save money on a juicer is to buy a small personal juicer. They're much less expensive than larger juicers, easier to clean, and you can take them on your commute. Magic Bullet NJB 0801 Juice Bullet. At under $50, this little beauty uses a 700-watt motor to create the perfect 8-ounce glass of juice. With only 3 parts, it disassembles quickly and cleans easily. NutriBullet. The NutriBullet is a bit more powerful than the Magic Bullet and costs about $20 more. Juicer or blender? Decisions. Both a juicer and a blender can provide healthy drinks, but the following 2 blenders have juicing options, providing you with the best of both worlds. They are costly, but made of the top-of-the-line quality material that will last for years. Blendtec Total Blender. The Blendtec is available for just under $500. This powerful machine has a juicer option to extract more juice from the produce. VitaMix A3500. The VitaMix A3500 is a slightly stronger blender and chops produce very fine. You can strain the small bits through a cheesecloth and end up with a perfect juice. In this video, we'll talk about the benefits of juicing. As we've already mentioned, it's difficult to consume the amount of fruits and vegetables we should to stay healthy. Juicing provides us with a concentrated burst of power that eating the produce cannot. It's a struggle most of us face. Does anyone really eat 3 pounds of produce every day? Let's see how juicing can fill that gap. The many advantages of juicing. 1. Since juice contains no fiber to digest, it becomes absorbed into the bloodstream more quickly. You feel the effects immediately. Juicing lets you enjoy greens you'd never eat in a lifetime, like kale perhaps. By mixing the kale with other vegetables and fruits, such as an apple or an orange, or both, you create a palatable juice that suits your taste. Keep in mind that fruit contains a lot of sugar, one of the pitfalls of juicing, and could lead to weight gain. Therefore, try and keep the vegetable to fruit ratio around 80 to 20%. Juicing gives you the opportunity to try out a lot of healthy, exotic vegetables that you've probably walked past in the produce aisle of your local market without giving them a glance. Imagine the variety of vegetables you can try. If you juice before every meal using 2 vegetables, that gives you 6 different vegetables on any given day. Our digestive system needs good bacteria called probiotics. Vegetables and fruits rich in probiotics are leeks, leafy greens, carrots, and bananas. Be sure to include those in your juicing regimen. Ginger isn't a produce, but it's definitely gut-friendly, so be sure to add some to your juicer. Can juicing cure cancer? Studies are still being done, but we know one thing for certain. Juicing can arm the body with enough ammunition to help with side effects of chemotherapy. It can deliver that tsunami of nutrients when the body needs it most, since it lets you absorb more nutrition, ammunition for your body, quicker. Keep in mind that this is an adjunct to regular cancer treatment and should be discussed with your doctor. We can be reasonably sure that juicing can do much to prevent cancer. The increased nutrients you consume with juicing are your best defense against this terrible disease. The best cancer-fighting foods are leafy greens, asparagus, carrots, beets, and broccoli. One reason juicing is a better way to defend yourself against cancer is that cooking those same vegetables will kill a lot of the enzymes. Think raw. To lower your cholesterol, you need to consume less meats and fats and increase your intake of fruits and vegetables. Juicing, with its high-density juice content, can provide you with the most fruits and vegetables in the shortest time. Meats and saturated fats should be reduced as a matter of course. At the very least, eat more chicken and nutritious seafood. Our lives are more stressed and faster paced than ever. Gone are the days when you went home to a healthy homemade dinner. Most of us simply don't have the time or the inclination. This means we rely more on fast foods, takeouts, and delivery. That pizza may taste good, but what is it doing to your health? Drinking more juice and regular juice cleanses can eliminate the daily and accumulated toxins we feed our bodies and revitalize our digestive system. Our skin needs nutrients too to look its best. A diet of junk food can and probably will result in acne and dull, lifeless skin. By eating less chips and fried foods and eating more fruits and vegetables, we give our skin what it needs to glow. Incorporating 1 or 2 glasses of juice into your day will give you a smoother, healthier complexion. A glass of juice before your meal will help suppress your appetite. You'll be consuming less bad foods, which is very good for you. Best fruits and vegetables for juicing. While all fruits and vegetables are good for you, let's say that some are more equal than others. There are certain power vegetables you don't want to miss. Let's look at the best vegetables and fruits to use in juicing. You want a good mixture of taste and nutrition. As a rule of thumb, vegetables add more nutrition while fruits add the flavor. Don't forget the 80% 20% ratio of vegetables to fruit. It's okay to have pure fruit juice, but be careful not to overload on sugar. Also, you should add water-based vegetables such as cucumbers as often as you can. The produce section of your local market is your oyster. Best vegetables for juicing. 1. Cucumber has a high water content, contains potassium and anti-inflammatory ingredients. Don't peel the cucumber before juicing because the skin contains a lot of nutrients. Carrots. In addition to adding color, carrots are filled with vitamins such as A, C, D, minerals such as manganese, potassium, and iron, great for lowering blood pressure and improving your immune system. A true powerhouse, carrots also improve eyesight and help you get glowing skin. Broccoli, another powerhouse known to reduce cholesterol and help in the prevention of some cancers. It's bursting with antioxidants and vitamins D, B, C, and E. Also contains iron and calcium. Yams, a high vitamin content, iron and magnesium, and lots of sweet taste make yams the perfect juicing vegetable. Cabbage, another high water content vegetable that blends beautifully with apples. Cabbage is great for weight loss, purifying the digestive system and boosting a weak immune system. Celery, high water content and lots of vitamins. Folate and potassium make celery a great base for juicing. It's wonderfully refreshing and blends well with just about all other produce. Celery is a source for vitamin C, B1, and B6. It can help fight cancer and lower blood pressure. Kale is high in vitamin K and loaded with crucial minerals. Kale is being studied as a possible aid in cancer prevention, another powerhouse. Spinach has lots of vitamins A, C, and E, as well as protein, potassium, choline, and iron. Even if you hate the taste of spinach, you'll love it blended with sweet carrots and apples. Best fruits for juicing. Apples. An apple a day keeps. You know the rest. Apple is the fruit powerhouse, and you should be eating or drinking some every day. Besides removing toxins from your body, apples can reduce the risk of Alzheimer's, cancer, and diabetes, as well as lower your cholesterol. Most of the nutrients in apples is right beneath the skin, so don't peel them before juicing. Pineapples. These have a high sugar content, but just a little goes a long way in brightening up vegetables you might not otherwise use. Blueberries. These are great for detoxing the digestive system. It's also thought that blueberries may protect the brain against the onset of Alzheimer's. Strawberries. They are high in vitamin C. Just wash them and juice with the stems. Citrus fruit. Grapefruit, oranges, and lemons are high in vitamin C and help with the absorption of iron. They're also filled with disease-fighting antioxidants. Cherries contain anti-inflammatory and disease-fighting properties. They also sweeten any vegetable juice. You do need to pit them before juicing. They have a high sugar content, so only use a few. Sometimes you just don't have the needed ingredients handy, and you really don't want to take another trip to the market. That's perfectly fine. Most fruits and vegetables have logical substitutes, so don't hesitate to use one instead of another. Juicing is not rigid. Instead, its purpose is to help you consume as great a variety of fresh, healthy juices as possible. Best substitutions for juicing. Apples and pears can be substituted for each other. Coconut or bananas are an excellent substitute for avocado. Vegetables such as carrots, yams, beets, or radish can provide the same nutrients. Celery, zucchini, and cucumbers all add water and flavor. Greens such as kale, spinach, Swiss chard, and arugula are very nutrient-dense. Watermelon has a high water content, but it can be exchanged for any other melon. Add half a cup of sparkling water if you like. You can substitute berries for one another. Tropical fruits such as mango and pineapple can be exchanged. Citrus fruits can be used in place of mangoes. Go ahead and experiment for the best flavor combinations.